Hi, welcome to the New Wave Cooking Club. I'm Jennifer, the executive chef for New Wave Oven. Today we're going to do a mushroom garlic steak. Fabulous. My little trick, guys, is when I bring any kind of meat home, because I work so many hours, if the meat is already thawed out, I just get a plastic baggie and I do my marinades and stick it in the freezer so everything's ready to go. And the beauty of the New Wave is that if you do forget to take something out of the freezer before work or before whatever you do for your day, this oven cooks from frozen to cooked. It's wonderful. It's one of my favorite features. But today we're going to do a sirloin. And you don't have to marinate sirloin, but I like to. The cuts of meats that I wouldn't marinate are maybe tenderloin of beef or a T-bone steak, something like that, a little bit higher quality meat. The more expensive meat you don't want to marinate. So anyways, what I did is I got just a couple sirloin steaks, and what you want to look for is you want to look for a nice marbleization. Okay, obviously we're not going to eat the fat, but that offers a lot of great flavor. There's another little trick I'd like to tell you. I see so many recipes, and it drives me crazy, where people put salt on their meat. And what does salt do? It extracts moisture. So you end up with a dry piece of meat. So if you can, let your guests or yourself add the salt at the end after the meat is already cooked, I guarantee you'll have a juicier steak. All right, so what we're going to do is, let me put these aside, just really simple. Just take some garlic, and all the measurements will be up on the screen. Some Dijon mustard. This just gives everything a nice little tang. I do this with chicken also. Pork, you can do it with anything. A little pepper. Here's my little rice wine vinegar. If you don't have rice wine vinegar, you can use balsamic, you can use red wine, whatever you have. Little soy sauce, just a little soy sauce. And that is the low sodium. Some olive oil, a couple good tablespoons. And just mix this around. Now, if you are doing this and you want to cook it that day, really meat should be marinated maybe 3 to 4 hours. So we're going to stick our steaks in a freezer bag. And if you have a large family, now they're selling those huge plastic bags. And just pour it in there. Doesn't that look great? Put off to the side. All right. And then I just give it a quick shake and stick it in your refrigerator or stick it in your freezer. But for the cooking show, I already have a couple done down here. Here we go. Bam. All right. So all we're going to do is we're going to put it on the 4-inch rack. Now, my family likes their steaks medium rare. Today I'm going to do medium because most people like their steaks medium. Now, follow the instructions given to you on your guide that comes with your kit. Now, remember that these are only estimates, 7 to 8 minutes for a medium steak, 6 to 7 for a medium rare. And that is for a 1-inch steak. And then I also give you timetables for the 2-inch steaks. But I like a 1-inch steak. Doesn't that look great? So let me wipe my hands real quick. All right, on goes the lid. And remember, it's as easy as touch and go, guys. Cook time, I'm going to give it 8 minutes. 8 minutes, start. All right. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to go off on my stovetop, and I'm just going to make a nice little marinade or a little mushroom sauce. What I do is I take a couple tablespoons of butter, saute saute a little bit of garlic in there, some fresh mushrooms, a little bit of black pepper. Then what I do is I add about a half a cup of red wine, a dry red wine. And what you want to do is you want to cook till the red wine becomes gone from the pan. And what that's called in my industry is a dry sec. So you want all the liquid to come out, and what happens is all the flavor of the wine and the grape is put into the mushrooms, and it's fabulous with this dish. Sometimes if I don't have mushrooms, I use onions. So whatever you have as far as mushrooms, if you don't like mushrooms, go ahead and use onions. So let's see, in about 7 minutes, I'll see you back here. Okay, we're back. We gave it 8-9 minutes. Now we're going to turn it, and we're going to do it another 8 to 9 minutes. And then our steak's going to be done. Ooh, do you see how nice and brown we're already getting? And that is the 3 cooking elements that does that so nicely. The infrared, the convection, and the conduction, constant heat. Okay, touch and go. Cook time, 8, start. And I'll see you back here in 8 minutes. Hi, and we're back. Our steaks are done. Nice medium. Let's, ooh, yum, yum, yum. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about resting meat. And this goes for any chicken, red meat, pork, turkey. It should really sit for at least 3 minutes. I'd like to see it sit for 5. Now, due to us doing a show here, we're going to go ahead and cut them. But if you let them sit, as they cool down a little bit, all the juices just retain in the meat, and you're going to find that you have a much juicier piece of meat. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, can you see the fat in here? That's all things we're not putting in our body. Yeah, there's a little bit of marinade, but not much. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut it and show you what it looks like. Now, your steak will be evenly done in the New Wave, so it's not gonna be more done here and more done. That's what I really like about it. So let's just cut it. Nice medium, no pinkness, perfect every time. Perfect every time. All right, this is my mushroom mixture. Mushrooms, a little bit of butter, wine. This is what a dry sec is. Oh, look at how nice and red those mushrooms are. Now, I like to plate, let's see here. Let's put it up here so you can see it better. I like to always plate my sauces on the bottom because I don't want to cover up my food. And whenever I go to a restaurant, I'm like, what are they trying to hide? I like to see that steak. So, place your, that way when you cut into one, you can just take a piece of mushroom. And there you have it. Mushroom garlic steak. Until next time, have a great day.